Hi guys, Christopher here from CK Reptiles. As you can see, we have one of our beautiful red-tailed boas out. She's a red-tailed boa and then her mutation is motley, as you can see. We'll post a picture over here to show you guys what they look like in the wild. So yeah, these are pretty stunning. We've decided to make educational videos for the children and for people that are quite interested in what we do. For you that don't know us, we in Bethlehem, Free State, South Africa. We have a pet shop and a breeding facility. It's quite small compared to some of the other guys in South Africa, but we love what we do, and I think that's what's going to make the difference. So I hope we can make you guys feel comfortable, and we hope we can take some of you guys' fears away. As you can see, she's a sweetheart. All good in the hood. She's really cool. I've tried to kiss her once. She never bit me, but never a good idea, depending if you know your snake or not. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey guys, for our very first video, we are going to start speaking about spiders. As you'll hear in the rest of the video, that this is basically where it all began for me, for the breeding and stuff like that. As you can see, we also have one of our mature male Choco Golden knees here. He's a stunning little boy. He also is about 2 years old. They don't normally live that long. They live for about a year old or so. So yeah, really cool spiders. We actually bred him this year, and we got some babies from him. So a bunch of his, about 500 of his babies are in the market currently. We've actually sold them all, but they are around. So his generation has lived on, and he lives to breed another day, because naturally spiders will not just spiders, but tarantulas will try and eat the male companions to help them to give nutrition to the babies that come out. So actually quite a noble sacrifice. But in this case, this is why we love doing this, why we love doing the captive breeding so much, basically, because it's less chance of anything going wrong, less chance of you losing your beautiful male, less chance of only 2 of the 500 babies surviving, and also thirdly, they're lovely to watch. They're lovely. It's very interesting. We'll do some breeding videos also as soon as we get some more males in, because we have so many spiders here. It's not even funny. But not a lot that we're going to breed this year. We're trying to scale down the spiders a lot, because we have so many. So there's some few things you need to know when it comes to spiders, tarantulas in particular. You get 2 different types. You get an old world and you get a new world. So old world is basically the tarantulas that are quite smooth, and when it comes to their body, they're pretty smooth. They're not as hairy as this stunning little guy over here, and also they quite reluctant to bite. You know, these guys would flick hairs. I don't know if you could see this at the back of his abdomen. He's got this nice patch there at the back, and that's mostly from irritation and flicking some hairs, and maybe me stressing him out now when I try to take him out of his enclosure. And then they do a little bit of a hair flick, and when they do flick those hairs, it's like little thorns that make you really itchy. And unfortunately, I have a really bad allergic reaction to this, and I actually get blisters. That has come to the point that I can't keep any New World species anymore, because as soon as I touch one of them, I start blistering up from my hand all the way up to my elbow and everywhere else I touch. So yeah, it gets pretty hectic. So now we've spoken about the New World and the Old World. Basically, the Old World has a really hectic venom, or a more intense venom, than the New World. New Worlds are basically things that would sell to first-time tarantula owners, and maybe kids and stuff like that have permission, obviously, to bite these animals from their parents. Yeah, so there's New World, Old World. New World doesn't have that hectic of a venom, and they're much more, also bigger bodied spiders for some reason. You do get a few of them that are dwarf spiders, dwarf tarantulas, as you get in anything, basically. You get some dwarf tarantulas, you get some trapdoor tarantulas. We'll be showing you some of those hopefully soon. It's kind of a big surprise we're waiting to drop on everyone. I think I might have gave it away a little bit, but anyway, it's not about that. I really do hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and please give us a shout if you do. We will be making a lot more videos. You guys haven't even seen half of it yet. Enjoy. Okay, so first of all, I thought we would start with some tarantulas, because this is really how I started getting into the thing. You know, I used to date a girl a very long time ago, and she introduced me to tarantulas, and from there I fell kind of in love with them. I've always been a reptile guy. I've always loved reptiles my whole life. You know, the first snake I ever caught was a puff adder in Kimberley in southern Africa when I was 8. So that was a good experience for me, and I never liked spiders until I really got into the tarantula hobby. So very interesting. Very interesting, very rewarding, and also something nice to look at every now and then. Okay, for the people that are really scared of spiders and snakes and stuff like that, while you're watching this, remember, try and take this as an educational video and not something that, oh my word, this is what I'm scared of, but something that could be really beautiful, and also respected. So, okay, this is a green bottle blue tarantula. These come from Venezuela. They're one of the coolest tarantulas around. Very heavy webbers, very dry substrates. Even though they come from Venezuela, the desert parts of it. Even though it's close to the coastline, they still pretty dry where they come from. So we don't do much of a humidity, only in around breeding season. Then they have a kind of a rainy season around there, and then we would start wetting them up and getting them ready for breeding. So the Latin name of this spider is a Chromatopella senacubuscens. Sorry, I can never say it properly, but that's why we call them green bottle blue, because I think this is one of the most difficult spiders' Latin names to remember. Well, not to remember, just to pronounce out properly. Okay, so we're using a stick here, just a little small dowel stick to move around, because she could maybe think that my hand could be prey. Even though I think that's unlikely as her, you see. So that is a instant of her thinking it's either prey or a male. She was bred this season, but unfortunately her sac was bad. When I say sac, I mean they lay an egg sac. They would lay a mat like this, very similar, and they would lay a thick mat of webbing around there, and they would go and lie their eggs right in the center of that, and then they would roll it back up, and they would make it into a golf-sized ball webbing. And that would be full of her eggs, and she would protect that. So she stayed in here while she was busy taking care of her infertile sac. I'll also post a picture somewhere regarding that. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is a beautiful tarantula. They call it a green bottle blue for a reason. They have the blue legs, the green carapels, and the orange abdomen. Stunning animals. Very stunning. Very skittish. Not a beginning spider. I wouldn't say this is now just saying, okay, brother, you've opened up my cage, you've showed people, and you're shining a nice big light on me. Can you please leave me alone now? So that's basically what she's saying to us now. But yeah, stunning spiders. We will hopefully have an egg sac soon. I have another female, which is there. And if you can see her, there she is, right over there. And she looks to be gravid, but we will see as time passes. So I don't want to bother her that much either. But yes, very stunning spiders. And for now, we will just start covering some of the blue ones. Okay, this one is a Brazilian blue tarantula. Very stunning tarantulas, fairly new to South Africa. I think there is one guy who has successfully bred them now. His name is Azar. Very nice guy, very well-known breeder between the tarantula hobbyists. And yeah, so this also very stunning spiders. We're looking at all the blue ones now. I don't know if you can see the blue now. The camera really does not do it justice. And these are very skittish as well. When I say skittish, I don't mean they're aggressive. I just really mean that they don't like to be handled and stuff like that. Or neither does any other tarantula like to be handled. They do allow it though. So this is just to show you her colors. Beautiful. During these videos, we will just to show you how small she is still, and she's basically mature. I think one more molt, which should happen soon. A molt is when they shed their skin, by the way, if no one knew. If they molt, they shed their skin, and they have an exoskeleton. So anything with an exoskeleton has to shed their skin, or molt their skin, or throw their skin off, or whatever you want to call it, to grow. So as she sheds, she gets bigger. Well, as she molts, she gets even bigger and bigger and bigger, and we have some really big ones at the shop, which I'll show you as soon as I go back to the shop again. But yes, for now, got off topic there, sorry. For now, we're just going to concentrate on some of the blue spiders and basically where they come from and what they look like. So last but not least, I do have one of these at the shop too, for some of the people that have been at our shop. This is a Metallica, Poikilothera Metallica. It's the Gooty sapphire ornamental. Now, I don't know if you can see how stunning this girl is, but I didn't think you will, because of, I don't want to bother her too much because she might also lay a sack. I don't know if you can see all this webbing around here. This webbing is basically, these guys don't do that. So if they start webbing like this, one of two things is going to happen. They're going to molt or they're going to throw an egg sac. So because her abdomen is so large, and I know that I've bred her about 2 to 3 months ago, maybe 4 months even, that it could be possible that she might drop a sack. So that would be lovely. Then we could have some babies of these. But yes, they are really, really stunning. Unfortunately, she's not willing to move around a lot for us. But these are really, really stunning spiders. This has always been one of my favorites, and also one of the coolest species to keep. They are an old world species. I'll explain that in a bit too, before we start with the initial. So yeah, these are basically one of the coolest species ever. When I was younger, this was the species that I wanted to keep, and these guys were like 5,000 rand a baby, or a sling. And the sling means it's a spiderling. Spiderling is a baby spider. So yeah, they're really, really cool. Now they're around 700 bucks. Nothing really crazy, not very expensive, but they are pretty pricey for tarantulas. I see she does have a bit of mold growing in here. It's because my room is so warm and this is so humid. But yeah, that mold is not very good for the enclosure. So we'll probably do a nice spring clean soon. And when we do that, we'll show you guys how we did it.